Hello, welcome. I'm Will, the Nerdy Nerf Herder. We're going to pick up here in Pokopia and kind of show you what we were working with. So, last episode I had started down on this spa area. I want to show you what I've kind of come up with since the last time we were here. So, coming on in here, I'm going to go ahead and put it in Magnemite mode so we can get some of the finer details. Went ahead and made the cave structure a little more obvious, gave it some nice coloring. Then we've got our receptionist desk for booking and scheduling. And then we come on down, and we've got this area here we're waiting on, and then we got our little couples massage room, changing rooms and showers all set up. And then we'll come along in this direction. We got chairs in the pool to relax. And then our hot tub with benches in it. So yeah, that's pretty much this area complete. Little resort beds to rest on after being in the pool. But yeah, that's what I've got for this. I definitely want to get some more vines and some more Pokemetal blocks to finish this off. But we're pretty much done in here otherwise. I hope you like it. I debated on adding more lighting, but I figured this is the darkest it's ever going to get. And I feel like any kind of lighting that I add almost destroys the mood lighting. And I like that mood lighting giving that kind of relaxation vibe here. We want relaxation and luxury, not overly bright and what happened to my retinas. But yeah. That's what I've got for the spa. And then I figured we'd come up here. And we're gonna start with this house. So that's just to remind me exactly which shade that we used here, because lighting can sometimes mess with that. Alright. So I was thinking, what are we going to do with this space? There's not a whole lot of room here, to be honest. I don't even have enough curtains for right now. But, let's go ahead and put the ones we've got here. What I figured we'll do is we'll outfit this house. See how things fit inside here. And then we will work on the others. And once everything has been put into place, we can then dye it all up. But this one I may end up dyeing sooner. Yeah, I think that's the strategy there. Ooh, can I? Yeah. Chair there. And then we'll do the luxury dresser there. So there's not really a good place for us to hang a fan from. We have the roof the way it is. So we're not going to worry about fans here. But we're definitely going to want to try to use fans elsewhere on this build. I think. Or at least this unit. Because where we've got its own hot tub here. I think having a fan or two here is the way to go. Speaking of it, since we're right here, we can start I think we need one more marble block thing. We'll get that in a minute. I'm sure I can find a place, someplace to put find some marble. And then let's see. We'll do that. And put that little plant there. And then let's see. Yeah, I think that works nicely for our lamp. And we'll get power to that here in a little while. Ooh. You know, there's something to be said for doing it like this instead. Where did my lamp go? There's my lamp. Yeah, we'll go with that instead. Do I have any towels on me? No, of course not. That's okay. Alrighty, back in here. So we've got a luxury couch. We're gonna stick that there. And let's do that one there. I know I want to do a luxury table. I'll do that. I think I know who I want to move in here. And then there. Alrighty. Now let's see if I can hide some infrastructure in here. We need power. That gets power there, but not there. Okay. How are we gonna get power there? Yeah, I think that may be the best option. So what if instead of where we had it, we try to go there with the power? That gets in both spots, I'm sure. How bad does it look? Oh, not too bad. Not too bad. Those on. Alrighty. Now let's put our couch back down. So... cute stuff. Let's do some swapping here. We're going to swap out that. And we're going to put the cute dresser here instead. And then we can swap out the cute. Chair. Well, shoot fire. There we go. And the cute bed. But that kind of gets us where we know what we're looking at now. So we need just a few more items to finish this off. There's a cute chair. See, I just don't know how I feel about the cute sofas. So we're going to avoid the cute sofas. We're going to keep with the luxury sofa. And then for tables... I don't want to use the cute table. We're going to use the luxury table. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do 7 of these. We've got a bunch of... We know we're going to want 2 luxury, so we need a total... Or 2 luxury couches per build. So we need 14 to cover all 7 houses. Then I want... Let's do 4 cute beds. And that way we've got 4 of each on hand. Between the 7 bed units, we can figure out which ones we want. Let's do 3 more of these. And we'll do 3 of these, because we already have 1 placed. And then let's check out our chair. So we'll do 3 of those. And 3 of these. Alrighty. Grab that. Grab some of these. And then we'll grab a tea set. And then I'm going to make one of these. And I'm pretty sure I have a plate on standby over here. Good old-fashioned plate. And then... do we want a rug? Yeah, let's try that. We'll see about the spacing, how I like that. And if I don't like that, we'll make a bigger square rug. And then I want the sunny poster. Yeah. What else do we want? One of these. And then... yes. We'll go ahead and make 4 more of these. And then we'll make 4 of these. And then I need that one piece of marble. So we'll start here, that one piece of marble. And then we'll do that. There we go. Alright. Let's place our luxury table down. And our cute bed. And chair. And then we wanted our tea set. We're going to put the tea set in, the plate next to the tea set, and then we're going to put the afternoon tea set there. And then put the clock there. Yeah, this will be kind of our general setup for each of the houses. Now, it won't be identical in each house. We'll do different things here and there. Kinda wonder. There's a good spot we could. Sweet. But let me do it floating for a moment. Yeah, that's the better effect for this house. And then we'll leave that one there. Okay. And then, where's my sunny poster? No. I want it somewhere else. So I think I want to get the Eevee poster and put it there. Alright, now let's see about this rug. So that would be a way to do it. Yeah, I think we want the big square rug. Alrighty. Patio number 2. Start with the basics. There's our resort lamp. We'll put our little plant here. Now let's go into the proper house. Alrighty. So we're going to set this one up purely on the love tree. And we'll kind of rotate between luxury and cute setups. And then we'll bring Smear Guru back and we'll do all the dyeing. Need to make sure I remember to get our curtains as well made. So most of the other ones, I was thinking what we would do for the lighting would be the Pokeball lamps, or going on ahead and just placing our luxury lamp here. But yeah, that was my thought process. Let's just go ahead and set that over there. Alrighty. For here, we need some planters. So we've got our balcony up here. So perhaps one of the best places to put our power might be there. That got us like there. Alrighty, so we're gonna go ahead, move this to this side, pop our resort light. So you'll notice I'm using a lot more electricity right now. So found out with our most recent update that they increased our electrical limit. They in fact doubled it. So yeah. And we may put more fancy decorations in here, but like for right now, I want to get the basic setup done. Figure get furniture in each of the houses and call it. So that way we can start using them. This one we're going to do as a cute house. As we hear the chime that it's got enough decorations in it now. Alrighty. Upward we go. So I need more deck chairs. So we'll head over here instead. And we'll make this one a luxury house. We get everything set up. And while these houses will be kind of generic at first, once I color code them and we finally get who we want in each house, I can then kind of tailor it for each Pokemon. But this is just going to be getting us started. So with this house, because of the shape, we have to do something completely different for our setup. So, my thought was doing it more like this. Yeah, that's how we're gonna do it. inventory. Where do we have? We've been forgetting to put clocks in the other ones. Oh well. We can fix it. Doesn't take much. Alrighty, now this is the more familiar layout. We're gonna make this one a cute room. You know what? Yeah. We're gonna go cute. Righty. Put that there. And then this final one we'll do as a luxury. We've got the clock. Get our books. So we need 1, 2, 3 more clocks. Yeah, 3 more clocks. And then we need 3, 6, 9, 10 more curtains. Yeah. And of course we're gonna put flowers in all of our beds here. And we're gonna make the grounds here look a little nicer. So I've been debating on how exactly I want to work around with these back sides. And one of the things I considered that we need to do is to put our power structure in. And that will ensure that we get power to the top. But yeah, still figuring things out. Not sure what exactly we're going to do here. But I feel like we need to fill it in some manner. I'm just not sure how yet. How I want to do it to make it look nice. Alrighty. You finished. It's been a long day. Give the inventory a little sorting. So let's start off with these deck chairs. Like, I kind of like them, but at the same time, I'm almost thinking we may want to put the resort sofas and a few of them as well. So we're going to go ahead and we'll make 4 of these. And then we'll do 5 of these. Alrighty. So I've really enjoyed having the little decorative plant shelves on the patios. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get 4 more because I'm pretty sure I only placed 2 of them so far. And then I want 2 towel racks. And then, how many plates did we have? We'll go ahead and make 5 more plates. There we go. Alright. Anything else? We'll go ahead and make 8 more of these. And then we wanted the EV post. Nope. The EV poster. We'll go ahead and do like 3 of these. And we'll do 3 of these. Yeah. And then we want large square rugs, 7. Or do we want large round rug? Let's do 7 of these too. That way we have a little choice for variety. Just like before, we gotta place our transmitter in here. Alright. So this one was a cute house. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use this resort sofa here. Is it really out of reach? Huh. We're not getting any messages. Really, no power. Huh. That's sad. Alrighty. But we can cope. Because now we want to put this one here. And we can take this one here, probably. See, where is our other? There's that one. So right there would connect with both. Right? Yep. And then we'll go ahead and we'll take advantage of the fact that I still have white stone on me. And do this. Kind of hide it a little bit. Alright. So that got us power there. And a little patio. Well, plant. And then I want to start using some of these in the corners. And I think on the inside, we can either put planters or go with my other idea of putting dirt blocks, and kind of like how I did on the top of that, use the little wooden barriers to make things look like wooden planters. So, luxury for this one, so we're going to go back to our deck chairs. Little patio plants. Because of the door positioning on that one, we're going to do them here and there, and do them cat a corner of each other. And then let's go on in here. We'll eat a bread. I got plenty of bread. So one of the things we failed to do here, close that, and I realized after we're dealing with windows and other ones, we're going to need to put that there. Because as long as we have blinds, it is not going to like that. Alrighty. We forgot to make more clocks. And bookshelves. Oh no. Where are we losing power at? Lost power that way, but not that way. So... Ooh. Okay. We can remedy that. I have a feeling I know what happened here. And while we're at it, we can make ourselves a few more clocks. Alrighty, so one more will get us running. So what we'll do is we'll get a furnace kit. We'll add another furnace kit here in the power station. Now that should make that light over here turn on where I removed. So that means our grid is properly connected. So let's start with our antique clocks before I forget again. We'll just make 5 of them because they're useful. We'll make 5 more of these because they're useful. Don't know if we need actual 5 of them. And then let's grab our little barriers here. Alrighty. So let's trim down our inventory a little bit here. Because now that we're not decorating with some certain fixtures, we can go ahead and get rid of others that I had. For example, I know I do not want the antique chandelier. And I'm going to hold on to those, but I do not want that plain lamp. No, we don't really need the spaceship or the fans here anymore. Alright. Right, we need to see if we've got a furnace kit already. So it doesn't look like I've got another furnace kit. I like to use the furnace kit over the water wheel and the windmill. You get a little more power for your buck, so to speak. So that is a prepare kit. Okay. Well, we can get another from the PC. There's our furnace. And that'll give us another 30 electrical items. Allowed in our grid. Then we need... What do we need, guys? We need... I want to say sea glass and iron ore, yep. So 15 and 15, I think. So I'm excited for August to get here. And at the same time, I feel slightly overwhelmed. The game's going to add a new area in August. We know for a fact we got 2 more areas coming. And a PC. And we're almost done with Pallet Town. Which means I'm almost to the point where I need to rename Pallet Town into something decent. Alright, let's get a higher up view. Maybe we can spot our Tink Master here a little easier. Because I swear Tink Master was around somewhere. Where did they go? There they are! Alright. Follow me. So obviously once we get this furnace started, we'll need to put material in it. Follow me. Tangela, congratulations. This is your first time participating in building something because you are actually outside of your house. Alrighty. How much time is that going to take? Oh, 6 minutes. Wonderful. Alrighty. since we're right here, I'm going to put one towel there, and then we're going to stick one towel there. You know what? No. We're going to stick the other towel there. And then we're going to take this towel, and we're just going to stick it there. Yeah, I like that. Alrighty. Oh yes, I do feel like we need more planters. No, maybe not. We may put bushes there instead. Alrighty. So we didn't put one of our clocks in here, so we can fix that. And then we're going to put an ocean poster here. I forgot to put our Eevee poster up. And our curtains. I am just out of sorts. I apologize. But I am all over the place today. So again, we gotta move these to accommodate our curtains. That's okay. And then we need to fix our last curtains in here. Which again, gotta move that. Where's our window? There's our window. Also means we're gonna need to move that. But I'm pretty sure that won't work with... It's funny, there's certain things there's like no collision, like I believe, yeah, we can stick our posters here, but I'm worried that our town map, yeah, our town map is too textured to go there. But I can go there. Alrighty. So we're going to be moving Espeon in there. Luxury. Cute. You need to move. We'll put this Muna bank here. I forgot. We have windows covered. Yeah, we got them all covered here. So this one is luxury. Which we got that. And then this one was also luxury. We can get this one structured real quick. Don't worry, we're getting more electricity. Let's use our other plant here, sorry. There we are. Let's come around here and get our furnace fuel. And then we'll go ahead and unveil that furnace so we can go ahead and see what everything looks like lit up. Good old furnace fuel. Alright. Alrighty, that's a wrap. Burn, baby, burn. And we got power again. Which means we can put our door back. Full beat. Moved in. Okay, speaking of moving in, we're down here. We're right by it. Let's get Espeon. So I know Espeon was plenty happy in here. Living with Sylveon and Eevee and... But... No, not what I was trying to take. There we go. Espeon also happens to be my absolute favorite Pokemon. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to grab Smearguru. And we're going to give Espeon the best of the condos as their home. But yeah, Espeon's my absolute favorite Pokemon, to the point that I actually have an Espeon tattoo. Now, admittedly, I do have an Umbreon tattoo as well. Follow me. Oh, excuse me. Can't stop yawning. But it's been a busy day. go on ahead up here. This was a cute, so we're gonna give it the short chair or couch. And then we just go right across, and we can set up our other. This. And so, like, when I said dirt blocks, and like before, this is kind of what I meant. So what I did for our planters in what was originally Ditto's house, up on top of the volcano, as well as in the greenhouse for the was this. And then we hopped on up here, and we just rototillered away. And then we put the plants on it. And that was a planter. We'll go ahead and we'll leave this like that, and back to our little plant. I did put our little plant. Okay. Yep, because that was luxury. Alright, we got our clock. And then this one does have a clock, but of course not going to shut. So all of our electrical items are working. We're going to take these off. And we're going to put these on. And then... No! I didn't want to do that. Now, the best way to get it back without it being considered a farm soil to do that. But what I want to do let's see if we can power that. There we go. And then let's hide that. There. I like that better than the gargoyle or mysterious statues. But maybe we can do them as... No. Where's our Pokeball? Yep. Ooh. we got plenty of space right here where we can slide one of these in and not have it be as conspicuous. I love it when it works out. Was that our last? That was our last Pokeball lights. Alrighty. We may get more. Yeah, I think we need more. But instead of these being here, we're going to put them where they matter more. Over here. Because I would much rather this house have them in place. Alrighty. So we basically take everything down. So that way we can paint it. I am going to leave that though. So yeah. We'll do that. I'm thinking we may be swapping out the colors on this. We'll do one plate, get painted. Then we have our luxury table. Which we are going to do I like that. Then we want to get our tea set. We're We're getting there, people. Slowly but surely. I think we're going to swap this out for a pink house closer to what Espeon. No, I didn't mean to split up. I want to paint. Don't leave me, Smear Guru. Alrighty. We want to get everything painted, then we'll put everything back, and then we can house Espeon here. And then I think that's probably where we will end up calling it a night. Ooh, that needs to be red. Colors are so light on that lace, it's hard to see. Go with instinct on it. But yes, I am super excited to have the electrical items limit doubled, because with that being done, we can officially move on. From Pallet Town without having to stress the number of electrical items going forward. And I might even be able to go back and put some items in that were in it the first time. But we're going to go ahead and paint this. Yeah, that's the pink we want to use. Though I think I want to make the pot pink and the can red. Alrighty. So now we will lament the fact that I didn't grab all of the curtains and hope that Smear Guru doesn't go too far. Alright, good. He did it. So for the wood, we'll go ahead with purple, and then the curtains themselves. Especially if we're doing the wall. You know what, let's just do that. We're doing the walls that kind of pink, then I think we can do the curtains like this. And we'll tell Smear Guru to follow us again, so that way we don't lose him. Now, one of the things we can do is we can use Magnet Rise to swap this white rock. We can swap this white rock for our rough wall. And by doing so, we can paint it easier. But while we're here, we might as well go ahead and get our furniture placed. Almost there. And part of the reason why I wanted to make sure we included the plate was because where take that off. Alright. Furniture is placed. Which means we can undo the transformation. Yep, okay. Quite sure. Move on in, Espeon. Have at it. Now we're going to come down here. Go ahead and put our more Espeon themed shelf up. And again, we're going to kind of swap out this kind of almost salmon orange block. Bummer. Not what I wanted to take out. And then we want to get the towels as well. But just a quick quick little check. Okay, we're good. We can... Alright. Oh, it was red. We're gonna change it to that. Yeah, we're gonna change it to that. And then we want to paint our towels. We're going to do purple, and we'll make the holder red. Alright. We're gonna move that plant. Darn, we can't put it there. That makes me sad. I was hoping we could set it on top of that. But alas, we cannot. But... we can now dismiss the split up and get this block put back into place. I see where I messed up. And then we'll fix those blocks here. There we go. Ooh. Seeds, but not flower seeds. You want it brighter. What if... we should actually highlight the item I'm trying to break. There we go. And then... and we'll give Espeon time to adjust. Get some flowers planted there for Espeon as well. So, let's see where we're at. You need a clock. And then We're going to do the ninja there. And we'll do the ocean here. Ninja. Everybody have wreaths. Not everybody has wreaths. And now they're blending them on me. There we go. Alrighty. Trace and Espeon chilling in there. Alrighty. What else we got? Little plants. Shells. Everybody gets one. Alright, everybody's got one. Everybody's got a lamp. One of the things I had wanted to put down in here for Espeon is a set of blocks. Now the question is, does everybody have a bookshelf? Bookshelf. Me, nope, got a bookshelf. Good, good, good. Everything is looking good. I am feeling it. You need a bookshelf. And bookshelf are in here. Alright, so Espeon's favorite food is sweet flavors. And that is a sweet item, so we'll put that there for Espeon. Moltres, you better not eat that hamburger. It's Espeon's hamburger. Alright. I think that about does it for right now. I'll try to get some flowers and some greenery placed around here, so that way we can liven this up a little bit on the outside. And I think that puts us pretty much resort ready for moving Pokemon into the houses. So now let's just figure out what we want to do with this space. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I want to thank you all for joining me today. And I hope to see you again tomorrow afternoon for our Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic playthrough as we go back to Tatooine. And we try to get the Sand people to stop attacking the settlers and free Mission's brother. I'm Will, the Nerdy Nerf Herder. Until next time, peace.